Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the PPEL webinar. I'm happy to have you join us tonight as we explore the important aspects of PPEL funding and its impact on our educational infrastructure. Your presence here reflects your commitment to improving our community's educational facilities, and we appreciate your engagement and interest in our school district's future. Throughout the webinar, we will discuss the vital role that PPEL plays in ensuring safe, modern, and well-equipped learning environments for our students. Our panel of presenters will provide insights into how PPEL funding works, its impact on our schools, and the ways in which it contributes to the overall success of our educational programs. After the presentation, there will be a question and answer session where we will encourage you to actively participate by asking questions and engage in the conversation as we work together to support growth and development of our schools. Now I'd like to introduce the panelists for tonight's webinar. These individuals bring a wealth of expertise and experience to our district. First up, we have Dr. Darren Hawk, our Assistant Superintendent. Darren is a dedicated educational professional with a passion for ensuring that our students have access to safe and modern learning environments. As Assistant Superintendent, he oversees the district's operations and strategic initiatives. Dr. Hawk's deep understanding of the educational landscape and his commitment to excellence make him a valuable resource in today's discussion. Next, we have Jennifer Jamison, our Chief Financial Officer. Jennifer is the financial steward of the Ankeny Community School District. With her extensive experience in financial management and a keen eye for fiscal responsibility, she plays a critical role in managing the finances that support our schools. Jennifer's expertise in budgeting and resource allocation will provide valuable insights into how PPEL funding impacts our district's financial stability. Our third person on the team is Tim Simpkins, our Director of Construction and Operations. Tim is responsible for overseeing the construction and maintenance of our school facilities. He is instrumental in ensuring our schools are safe, efficient, and conducive for learning. Tim's expertise in construction and operations management will show how PPEL funding translates into tangible improvements in our school infrastructure. Together, these panelists represent the heart and soul of our commitment to quality education and a safe learning environment in the Ankeny Community School District. Their collective knowledge and dedication to our district's success will guide us as we explore the significance of PPEL funding. First up, we're going to start with Jennifer Jamison, our CFO, who will give an overview of funding for our district. Jennifer?
Thank you, Dr. Pruitt, and thanks to the viewers for your interest in PPEL. Well, PPEL stands for the Physical Plant and Equipment Levy, and it's one of the components of funding for the district's facilities and also one of the largest funding streams for the district for our facility work. District's finances are separated by various funds, and those all have available allowable sources and uses. And there are three funds where facilities construction, repair, and renovation can be expended: the debt service, capital projects, and the physical plant and equipment levy, better known as PPEL. The respective funding sources for these three funds are general obligation bonds. The SAVE bonds stands for Secure Advanced Vision for Education, and also known as our statewide sales tax revenue bonds, and the Physical Plant and Equipment Property Tax Levy. So the Physical Plant and Equipment Levy, or PPEL, is a property tax levy with a voter-approved portion of $1.34 and an annual board-approved portion of 34 cents for a total levy rate of $1.67 per $1,000 of taxable valuation. For the current fiscal year, the PPEL levy is estimated to generate $8.7 million. The proceeds of the PPEL levy are used to repair and maintain existing facilities and equipment, purchase vehicles and equipment over $500 in value, and fund lease payments such as the pool agreement with DMAC at Trail Point, as well as funding new construction. The voter-approved PPEL levy is a 10-year levy which expires in 2025. Therefore, a vote to renew the levy will be a part of the November 2023 election. Now, Dr. Hawk is going to give an overview of the facility master plan and share some specific examples of PPEL projects.
Thank you, Jennifer. Our district facility master plan was developed during the 2022 and 2023 school year by a large committee of stakeholders that met to determine how we will use our current and future facilities to achieve our district's mission. The primary outcomes of the facilities master plan were new elementary boundaries to be implemented in the fall of 2024 when we open Abbey Grove Elementary School, and a plan for new grade level configuration. The committee looked at current enrollment data as well as projections for the growth of our city into the future. They also looked at research about the effects of different grade level configurations and transitions between schools on student achievement. Based on the committee's work, the district is making plans to move to a new grade level configuration that will be pre-kindergarten, preschool, kindergarten through 5th grade at the elementary schools, 6th through 8th grade at our middle schools, and 9th through 12th grade at our 2 high schools. This configuration eliminates a transition at the secondary grades. The new grade level configuration will also support our plans for an innovative secondary hub, which will offer opportunities for students in both feeder systems to experience advanced courses in high-tech labs, increased opportunities for career exploration, work-based learning, and more. We are incredibly excited about the opportunities that the Innovative Hub will offer our students, and we are working on the design of the hub this year. The transition to the new grade level configuration will take place after the completion of the Innovative Hub. This fall, we're engaged in a comprehensive facility audit. The audit includes building assessments based on an appraisal tool that measures the school site, structural and mechanical features of the school, the maintainability of the school, safety and security, educational adequacy, and the environment for education. In addition to the assessment, data will also be collected from building administrators and activities directors so that the district can identify and prioritize projects that align to our strategic plan. This same process has been used by the district for over a decade to ensure that our facilities provide the best possible environment for student learning. Nearly all of the projects that we discussed tonight were identified using the facility audit process and paid with the funding available through the physical plant and equipment levy. The 2022 strategic plan calls for that facility audit to be revised every 2 years to ensure that our facilities meet the needs of our students. PPEL has been instrumental in the district's efforts to keep the older buildings at the same standard as new construction and making sure that all facilities provide the best possible experience for students. PPEL was used to pay for critical projects such as safety enhancement, playground upgrades, establishing safe and welcoming spaces inside school buildings through paint, carpet, furniture, ensuring accessibility through renovation, voice amplification, and ceiling mounted projectors, radon monitoring and mitigation, special education needs, and much more. PPEL funds allow the district to update playgrounds to ensure all students, regardless of the school that they attend, have safe and engaging space for recess. The last facility audit revision established outdoor classrooms as a district standard for our elementary schools, so that all schools have a shaded space for outdoor learning and activities. We have used PPEL funds to expand accessibility so that all students can engage in recess activities. PPEL funds have been used for significant improvements in the landscaping at our schools. We've been working over the past several years to build a barrier between the sidewalks and entryways and the grass that surrounds it. The new landscape not only improves the look of the school, but also gives us the space to push snow so that the salt used on the sidewalks will not kill the grass. PPEL funds have been essential in the construction of entryways to school that ensures student and staff safety. All of our buildings have secure entries that require visitors to ring a bell to unlock the door and guide visitors to the office upon entry. PPEL funds have been used to ensure that buildings are effectively compartmentalized in the case a lockdown is needed. And PPEL funds allow the district to significantly increase the number of security cameras at all of our schools. PEPEL funds also support safe and secure learning environments through painting projects, carpet replacement, furniture upgrades, and much more. PEPEL funds have been used to support the buildings in their Leader and Me designs. And if you've been in our elementary schools lately, you'll see how those designs are impacting the environment for education. PEPEL has also supported major projects, including the multi-year renovation of the stadium in Northview. The last phase of that project is a team room facility at the north side of the stadium. That project got underway this summer, and we are working to have that project completed in time for fall events in 2024. PEPEL funds were used to transition the district to high-efficiency lighting and major updates to our heating and air conditioning equipment, which both improves the environment for learning and leads to efficient use of financial resources. PEPEL funds supported the transition of Terrace from an elementary school to a preschool, as well as many of the parts of the renovation of the Parkview Middle School. PEPEL funds have been used to resurface gym floors, replace tracks and field turf, update scoreboards, and to lease the Trail Point Aquatic Center for our swim teams. These are just some of the examples of the important work that is supported by the Physical Plant and Equipment Levy.
As a reminder, you may vote on PEPEL on Tuesday, November 7th. Voting can take place in person at your assigned polling location, or it can happen with an absentee ballot. The ballots requests were mailed earlier this month, and the request must be received by October 23rd at 5 p.m. At this time, we're going to transition to question and answers. We have a few questions already that I'll ask the team to answer for us. First up is Dr. Hawk. And so will the resources be used for maintaining current buildings, or is it for building more buildings in our district?
Thanks, Eric. PEPEL funds are used primarily for replacement and upgrades of systems as they become either cost prohibitive to maintain, or as the technology improves that we need those new systems to meet our student needs. Our goal is to have all of our buildings and systems meet the same standard that we set with our new construction.
Thank you. Next up, Darren, you're up again. What percentage of the resources will go into current classrooms for students' teacher benefits?
That's a great question. Approximately 68% of the PEPEL budget over the next 5 years has been allocated through that facility audit process that I talked about tonight, directly to building improvements such as the HVAC, roofing, carpet, paint, playground equipment, special education room updates, and safety and security. So almost 70% of that budget is dedicated to those specific school needs. The remaining 30% or so is budgeted for athletic improvements, vehicles as our vehicles age out and need to be replaced, print shop equipment, custodial equipment, and information technology infrastructure, which is also used to enhance the student experience and provide a safe and positive environment for our students.
Thank you. Jennifer, who will be allowed input as to how the money is spent? And will this just be a determination from the administration and board?
No, actually, we have the strategic plan calls for a comprehensive facility audit about every other year to update and prioritize our project list. And the district leaders prioritize those needs in phases. So 1 to 3 years, 3 to 5, and then 5 to 10. And a stakeholder committee actually analyzes the results of the facility audit and provides feedback and identifies the needs to leaders and prioritizes them based on impact and urgency and funding. So it's kind of a comprehensive process. This audit examines school sites' structural and mechanical features, the plant maintainability, safety and security, the educational adequacy, and the environment for education. And in addition to the facility audit, administrators and activities directors are asked to identify needs based on their building and this as the same criteria as the facility audit.
Thank you. Darren, what are the limitations to the district's growth based on the ability to expand the physical size of the district?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. Our school boundaries are different than the boundary of the city of Ankeny. And so while our city regularly annexes new land into the city, the district boundaries are fixed unless our school board and the boards of neighboring districts agree to a change. And so while there's significant development outside of our district boundaries within the city of Ankeny, there still remains significant opportunities for growth within the district boundaries as well. And so we work every year with a demographer team that keeps us up to date on those trends as far as enrollment and development within the district and within the city.
Thank you. Tim, what will Pebble resources be used for over the next 10 years?
Pebble resources will be used for a wide variety of whole bunch of different things out of our facility audit. Starting with we have consultants come in and check our HVAC systems. We have consultants come in and check our roof systems. We have a comprehensive roofing plan. We can tell you which roof will be replaced in order, not necessarily year by year, but we know which one's next. The goal would be to have no roof older than 25 years in the district within the next 5 or 6 years. We're continually analyzing the playgrounds. Within the next 2 years, we believe that all of our playgrounds in our district will have the outdoor shade structure along with some extra accessible swing sets. We're going to do an HVAC project at Northwest next year, and we would like to have done it this year, but just the long lead times for the things that have happened in the recent past has led us to push back some projects. We're continually assessing all the needs for IT things and projectors and technology advancements. We took 3 or 4 years ago, we made sure every classroom in the district would add a ceiling mounted projector, and we're kind of waiting for an analysis now to see what's next in the technology world before we make a big decision on, hey, we want to do this. We need to get some input from our academic services team on a lot of the upgrades and things like that in the classroom. We're continually working with the fire marshal in the city with the new codes on fire alarms and fire panel systems. Planning on doing the third and final phase of one at Parkview Middle School this summer that the board just approved last board meeting.
Thank you. So it's safe to say there's a lot going on in our district, right?
Yes, there is.
Darren, this next question is for you. Will air quality assessment and remediation be included?
That's a great question. So, like Tim said, we regularly have consultants come in and take a look at various systems throughout our schools as part of that facility audit that Tim was just talking about and Jennifer spoke to earlier as well. We can't pay for the assessment itself with PPEL funds, but obviously any needs that are identified through those assessments, if we need to replace equipment or if we need to change the way that those systems are working, we can use the PPEL funds to support those changes.
Thank you. Jennifer, this is our last question and it's for you. And so I've gotten a lot of questions as I've been going out in the community to talk about Pebble. How often does our community have to vote on Pebble, and why are we doing it this year?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, the voter approved portion is good for 10 years, and our current levy expires June 30th of 2025. We're obviously getting out ahead of it just to coincide with the board election, just so that we can hopefully save some expense in the need for a special election. So we're wanting to just kind of couple those two things together on the same ballot and save a little bit of money and get this done early and then have it know that it's in place for the next 10 years.
Thank you. And so to our audience, thank you for being part of this essential dialogue and for your dedication to the Ankeny Community School District. The webinar recording will be placed on our website, where you can also find a FAQ page regarding the Pebble campaign. Have a great day.